So one of the exciting things about designing sustainable cities are the opportunities and challenges that they provide. These are really helping us to create very interesting typologies of sustainable cities. They provide a very unique basis to develop the next evolution of sustainable cities. And one of these opportunities is also the value that they create. So in a very highly competitive market, sustainable cities can provide a very unique opportunity for developers as a unique selling point. They can add a competitive advantage to a developer's project because obviously buyers are looking towards properties that have a range of desirable amenities, as well as providing minimum maintenance fees and also reduced energy bills. Sustainable design has a very big influence on the typology of a building. And this really gives a lot of opportunity for designers to rethink the way people live and work. And I find that very exciting because the typology of a building can really improve the quality of someone's life, whilst also helping to minimize their environmental footprints. And so things like form, orientation, and density, all of this can really help lower the environmental gains, but yet at the same time, how you can change the way people live or shape their lifestyles. It also provides opportunities to integrate nature into the architecture. And the objective is really to make people feel healthier and at the same time happier. Nature has many benefits for our well-being. It makes us all live in harmony, improves our memory, it reduces depression, it boosts workplace performance, and yet at the same time helps to bond people together. Another key opportunity is for governments, how they can foster a bottom-up, let's say, entrepreneurial spirit in the built environment. This inward, let's say, investment in people as well as businesses and organizations who are really passionate about improving their own city is, in my opinion, probably the most passive way of achieving a green economy. This will also create more green jobs. It will also result in a new way of thinking of sustainable cities. Another opportunity, it's more of a global scale, is urban farming. Urban farming can really strengthen the resilience of a city, yet at the same time they can promote healthy eating as well as healthy lifestyles. Urban farms can actually provide a good platform to help teach children about sustainable agriculture. They can provide youth with a sense of environmental stewardship and a better understanding of the food system. How often do you see kids who know where a tomato comes from? If you ask a kid, where does a tomato come from? They'll probably say spinach. And so I think urban farming really does help educate children. Ecotourism is also another opportunity. Sustainable cities aim to promote ecotourism to bring many benefits to their communities, whilst also at the same time enhancing travel's experience. New typologies of cities are now edgeless cities. I think edgeless cities are the future. These are cities that are surrounded by nature reserves and have many hospitality components such as eco-resorts, eco-lodges, as well as nature reserve conservation centers. And it's really these types of destinations that I think will become a unique place for travelers. Sustainable tourism increases employment and provides long-term income earning opportunities for that community. And I think that having conservation centers inside them is important, because not only do you conserve natural heritage, but at the same time you're conserving biodiversity as well as local ecosystem. And the aim here is how to provide the same level of benefits to future generations. These cities, in order to achieve that, they must empower local businesses. So you look at how you can promote local businesses towards green practices to enable the growth of a sustainable travel and tourism sector. The tourism sector is actually one of the fastest growing sectors in the global economy when it comes to sustainable tourism. Sustainable cities, they need to monitor the impacts associated with tourism activities within their city, as well as providing preventive measures without compromising on traveler satisfaction. Sustainable cities need to educate travelers as well as school children on how they can minimize their impact when they travel. By doing that, you create edutainment attractions. So you need to promote education and health, as well as providing edutainment, as well as meditainment, medical entertainment opportunities. And I think that's what great placemaking is all about. Great placemaking brings the communities together whilst also becoming an attraction. A great place for people to learn from, a place where people can thrive. It is these types of cities that will be unique. The opportunities in sustainable design are quite endless, yet at the same time, there are equally as many challenges. And actually, that's one of the reasons that we recently launched an international call for sustainable innovators. We are continuing to accept very interesting pitches to join our projects in shaping the future. I myself am very interested in hearing from companies who are truly innovating and have scalable solutions in different sectors. Things like food, energy, water, and waste. I think these are one of the key sectors that are really going to have a huge impact on the future. We are looking to create a zero-mile scalable green economy within our projects, and that's why we are bringing together the best minds in the industry. I always believe one of the key challenges is the knowledge on building sustainably. For example, one of the key challenges that are facing countries, especially in the MENA region, is access to sustainable knowledge. And that's probably why one of the many reasons developers are not adopting sustainable strategies, because there's a lot of misperceived ideas on the increasing costs in building sustainability, and that's not true at all. Contrary to common belief, sustainable design does not require an increase in a client budget. Actually, I would argue that sustainable design is something that is free, right? Because the most important strategies are the passive ones. Things like orientation, density, form. These will provide the biggest environmental gains, yet they require the least financial investment. So it's these basic decisions that must be addressed at the very early stages of a project. They will really help to reduce a large amount of energy demand with very little cost. So it's really important to have access to relevant knowledge in this region on affordable, sustainable practices as well as solutions. Ultimately, the next generation of sustainable developments will be driven by new typologies that promote inclusivity, resilience, as well as efficiency in services, and how they can go about creating a greater protection of the environment. This next generation of cities will provide affordable housing for everyone. So it's not just for the people who can afford to live there, but even the people who are serving those communities. And they will also provide instant access to key services. This is really what will shape the future of these cities. We're looking to create more unique cities than ever before. This really requires a different mindset, a shift in the way we think of planning the next generation of sustainable cities.